And I even have rainbow doggy sparkle eyes.
Rainbow doggy sparkle eyes?
Yeah, she can talk.
What did she say?
She is a magic dog.
Magic dog. Say hello, everybody.
Hi, hi.
So what'd you do today?
Went inside a big pool
Very cool.
and swimming.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, and I was doing basketballs too.
And you were floating.
Yeah, and spinning.
Who'd you swim with?
Mama,
And?
Auntie, and Daddy, and brother.
Mm-hmm. And who's that other guy? Whose house did we go to?
Your brother's house.
Cousin. Was he nice?
Yes.
Was Kathy nice?
Yeah.
We're gonna go back there again someday?
Yeah. But Sunday they could come visit us.
Ooh, maybe. Hey, want to give everybody a spoiler? What are you doing on Thursday?
I don't know.
What are you doing in a couple of days?
I think going to kindergarten.
High five! You excited to go to kindergarten?
Yeah, I'm gonna go push my auntie.
Okay, say goodnight.
Good night. Bye.
Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Chasing the Whimsy. I'm your host, Ben, and we're here with
Megan.
we almost had all three of us.
Yes, we almost had Liam as well. I think he was a little tired out from too much sun and swimming and everything.
We got home, and I was like, all right, I'm like, we got an hour. And then everybody kind of was just like settling in. And then it looked like, and I was exhausted. He was all exhausted, and I was like, I don't know if any of us really want to do this right now. At 5 o'clock, the sun's still out.
Oh yeah, that would feel weird, wouldn't it?
It would. So he said he'd come and play next week, but he's back from Fargo.
Yep.
Did you watch any of the matches?
Yes, I did.
The posts online said that he had a good time, had fun. It was a great experience and an eye opener.
And he himself also said that,
Yes.
not the posts online.
I don't know, because when I got him this morning, dude, man, this kid kills me. When I came in, I'll be there at 8:30. I get there at 8:30. I don't get him. We don't leave until 9:15.
He woke up at 8:30.
And then went back to sleep. So sometimes when I get him that early, like right after waking up, like I only get like 2-word answers. So I didn't know if at any point throughout the day if he elaborated a little bit more. And he did when he got here. But yeah, he needs an hour to kind of get up and move around and be a little bit more talkative. But yeah, he said he had a good time. I'm glad for him.
And he really did well.
Yeah. What got me was just the structure of the tournament. Because when we went and saw him at the one tournament last year at the big complex, he wrestled 4 times.
Correct.
In one day.
Yep.
What was weird is that Fargo Nationals once per day.
Once per day, yeah.
Which, like...
And it was a little confusing, like, figuring it out on the app, how to figure out which one he was going to be at.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you just type in Liam's name and then it just takes you to wherever he is. It's all trying to... And I'm sure, like, Katie has it down because she...
Oh, yeah.
She was amazing help the first time. She was just telling us, this is where he's going to be. This is what's going to happen. But here at home trying to watch, you're like, where's Liam? How do we tell where he is and when he's going on or what's going on, what's happening?
Well, because the website, because I signed up for the site, and Kelly and I worked on it the weekend. That Sunday he just got there,
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, "Here's the website." We're looking at it, and I'm like, "All right, so we're on the Flow website, but then you can't figure out any of the pairings,
Nope.
so you have to go to the news and wait for them to be like, current day brackets are available. Then you have to go to the bracket website."
Right. It's a lot of stuff to keep track of.
And then Liam today was funny. He was like, "Oh, I probably should have told you what time my squad was," because Monday, like, we're looking at the thing, and I'm like, I don't know when he's wrestling because it doesn't update any of the times. It was just like,
Not at all. Not at all.
so for hours we're just staring at it, and then eventually,
Refreshing, updating.
and it was eventually like 5 o'clock his time, 3 o'clock our time, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess. Looked like he had fun. Like, obviously, I think he would want to have done better, but that whole eye-opening thing, because JJ came back from nationals. He came back with silver in form and bronze in bow staff.
Yeah.
And he had a very similar review of nationals. Was a fun experience and learning experience, and it's like, kind of, because it's like the idea that you go to nationals and there's like hundreds of people and you're in these big like these big stadium almost areas. Let me see if I got here we go.
Well, then the competition is insane and crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are used to being the best of your school and your team and maybe even your state, and then you run into the best of everybody's schools and teams and states.
Yeah. Then you're like, wow, look how, like, there's so many. Like, and then you, like, Liam, when he was doing Greco, like, some of the kids looked like they had like an inch or two above them, and it's like, oh man, like, you forget, like, there's other parts of the country where they raise them big.
Well, they raised him big, and then also, wasn't he like the bottom half of his weight class?
Yeah.
So he would have been wrestling at the top half of another weight class, but he qualified for the weight class up. Oh, so cute.
Yeah. So JJ was tearing it up.
But so his weight class, he was like the bottom of his weight class, so there were people who were like heavier than him, and it's hard when somebody has more weight to just throw around against you.
So, he said that next week he'll come back, talk about it a little bit. Because he was up there for 10 days. So the idea that you're up there for 10 days and the best he can give me are a couple of like one-word answers, I'm like, get away from me. So,
But you have to understand is that he's been living this for 10 days. So maybe he doesn't want to talk about it. I don't know. Kids are like very...
so.
They're just very like, shrug, yeah, it was okay. Like, you'd be like, oh, you went to Disneyland? Yeah, it was fun.
Well, yeah, I saw the mouse. Good.
Yeah, great time.
Oh.
What'd you do? Stuff.
Yeah.
I think the stories will come out though, because they must have gotten some hijinks.
Well,
because the Colorado trip they had last year, they had crazy hijinks.
They were playing in the fucking quad and off the bus. Rumor has it we got to ask Kelly, but they were doing some stuff. One of the nights. Or did they say? I don't even know. I was trying to eavesdrop and I completely spaced it out. But he didn't know. So he hasn't been here since the anniversary show. So he didn't. He wasn't fully aware that we have a new setup at the house. So we got to buy him a new desk. We got to buy you a desk.
You don't need to buy me a desk. Just get me a chair and I'll squeeze in somewhere. You're gonna run out of room eventually.
Eventually, who knows? Yeah, we'll have him back. He had a good day today. So he can't fucking be here to say anything. What did we do today?
Okay, so went to your cousin's house, Jason, with his wife, Kathy.
Good time, man.
I thought you were just stunned that I remembered names for once.
No. No,
I tend to be the person who goes, yeah,
them.
that person you remember with the and then the this.
Right. It was fun. Well, because I asked you guys last week, I'm like, hey, you guys, would you consider it? And
No, okay. He starts out by asking us this like a month in advance. He goes, sometime do you want to go swimming at my cousin's house and maybe like do like a barbecue and swim sort of thing? And I was like, well, when? And he's like, sometime. And I'm like, would you be interested? I'm like, well, what time? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, who's gonna be there? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, where does he live? And you're like, I kind of know, but I don't really know. No details, but he's like expecting 100% commitment.
I'm just playing with some concepts. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Finally, we got it all locked down, confirmed it. Liam was almost like, I didn't tell Liam too much. I said, bring shorts, and you might have to be a little bit social. Completely forgot the shorts. I made him run back in, and then he's like, "What are we doing today?" He's like, he thought we were going to be like at my side of town. I'm like, no. I said, we're going to other places today. And he's like, what? And I'm like, don't worry about it.
He's like, I don't know about that. That's the thing though. I remember being a kid and my parents being like, so next Friday we're gonna go camping,
Right.
quad riding. And I would bitch and moan for the whole week. Be like, I don't want to go camping. I want to stay here and hang out with my friends.
Right.
Just constant whining. On the way there, whining. Laying in the back of the camper, like, what a wasted weekend. And then you get there and you have the time of your life and you have so much fun. But then the next time it happened, same process.
Right. Yes. So we get to Jason's. Liam was kind of like he didn't know where we were. She's like, wait, these are nice houses. He's like, I'm like, yeah. So we get to Jason's and everybody. The coolest thing, Sophie, not shy one bit.
Nope. Not even kind of.
Like sometimes she's a little bit like, you go first, Auntie or Mom, and then she'll follow. She's just like, boom, like ran right in.
Yeah, she almost went like past Jason and Kathy and just like walked into their house. And I was like, dude, you're supposed to say hi first. You're saying, well, like, how are you? Good to meet you.
She got her swimsuit bag and she's like, where's the pool? Where is it?
She saw 2 dogs and she was like, I'm in heaven.
Yeah, because they're small ones, so they're not super scary.
Well, the one is like, okay, so the one is bigger than Ollie is. So, I don't know, he's like 45 pounds, maybe. Not.
Oh, yeah, this one was like knee-high-ish.
Yeah, knee-high.
But weighty.
Weighty. And so, she was so sweet.
She was.
Such a sweetie.
She was. So, Sophie's playing. She looks... First thing she does, she runs. She obviously sees the big sliding door. And she's like, there's a pool. We introduce everybody. It was funny because Liam was like, on the way there, he's like, which cousin is this? I'm like, the Filipino side. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. Because up to now, he's really never met any of that side, just other than my dad.
Right, yeah, it's like Sophie, like, meeting my dad's side of the family. Like, she still doesn't really know any of them.
Mm-hmm. And it's weird because he's literally 10 minutes from here.
Yeah, so close to our house, not necessarily to Ben, but when we got there, I was like, dang, he is like in our backyard.
He was traveling a bunch, so but we got it locked down.
You know, some people say they're traveling a bunch, and it's like an excuse not to. This dude travels a lot.
Yeah, he does.
A lot for work.
He's like, he's funny. He's like, work is getting a little wonky, but he's like, I need a job, so I told my boss I'll travel, and then like, he's like, I'll hang out in our state, but then he's like, I want to go to like Oregon, New Mexico, home, Oregon, somewhere else, New Mexico.
Yeah.
But it seemed like it was like a 1 week on, 1 week off type thing almost.
That's a lot of traveling. Like, even when we were on vacation, so we took 3 flights total, New Jersey, from here to New Jersey, from New Jersey to Florida, then Florida back home. And even then I was like, I'm sick of being on planes.
Right?
I can't imagine doing it all the time. Like, it would be exciting to get to new places and stuff like that.
But for like the first round, but the idea that you're like, this is your third trip to Seattle
Oh, I'm sure he's
with
got.
a one stop somewhere.
You ever
Like,
seen like those people who travel all the time and they got everything down? They almost got it down
oh
to a
yeah,
backpack. They're just they or like a briefcase and that's all they have.
the movie Up in the Air with George Clooney.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was just like boom. He's like, get rid of all this crap. He's like boom,
yeah.
in and out.
And I could never be me. You're like, let's go down to Tucson for literally 2 days, and I'm like, okay, I'll bring 18 outfits
Right?
just in case I spill something on the first 17 while I'm there.
Or there's an event, something going on, and I got maybe I'm feeling a little flowery, maybe I'm feeling a little.
Maybe we're going to a nice dinner. Probably not, but it could happen, and you don't want to look silly.
An outfit for every occasion.
That's right.
We get to Jason's. They're cooking. We had some carne asada tacos. Like I felt bad for a minute because they were still kind of setting up and getting all the food, and they're like, we're all trying to get in the pool, and Sophie's running. She's like, "Get me in my suit.
Get me in my swimmies. I'm ready to go."
Liam eagerly, got changed, and I got changed, and we both jumped in the pool. Sophie jumped in the pool. Then we ate. Like it was, I felt bad because I'm like, oh man, we're all wet, and I'm gonna be dripping through your house. And then obviously Sophie's like, let's eat outside. I'm like, oh, I guess.
Yeah, well, we can eat outside. See, Sophie's like me. Let's eat outside.
Yeah.
Kelly hates eating outside. She hates it because we'll go to like a restaurant or whatever it is, and they'll go, "Oh, sorry, we're all full up. We have some stuff out on the patio," and I'll go, "Okay." And Kelly will glare at me. She's like, "It's 115 degrees out. You want to eat outside?"
The misters. Okay, now the misters did help.
Well, I mean, I'm like, I don't know. I'm acclimated to it because I used to spend a lot of time outside for work, so not really a big deal for me. But I know that Kelly gets like hot, super easy.
Yeah, she doesn't like it.
Oh, she hates it. But she seemed good. If the misters really helped. The misters were like dude, this whole backyard was like a little oasis setup. It's so beautiful.
The half chairs on, like he was talking about when he moved after he moved in, he designed the pool. He specifically told the pool guy, I want to sit here and watch that TV in the pool. So then that's where they kind of have like
it's like
a 2 foot like
it's like a sun deck where like you could basically sit where you're waist deep in the water, but the rest of you is out of the water, and it's kind of nice. It's
and there was
like,
an umbrella.
Oh yeah, like tons of shade, and then like some chase lounges out on the side, and that's where I was hanging out for a bit. So
it was funny because like we get food, so we're just dripping through the house now.
Yeah. I'm gonna note that I was not dripping through anything. I hadn't gotten in my suit yet, so
so they set it all up and grabbed some food, and Liam was like, I'm just gonna eat a little bit. He went back for seconds.
Oh, it was so good.
It was.
And they had like the whole setup too. So they got like
the whole like taco bar,
warmed tortillas, the corn kind,
right.
And then like meat and onions, and then just like avocado, like
the cheese, avocado.
Cheese,
what are those beets?
Those look like radishes.
Radishes.
Yeah, radishes. 2 different kinds of salsa. It was They had the works out for us.
Oh,
and rice and beans.
Yes.
Which they got at Ranch Market, by the way, I heard.
Okay.
No, I'm a big like proponent of Ranch Market. I think it's so cool because they have everything that you need. Like my grandmother and I used to go shopping there a lot because it has like, like Latino foods and stuff.
Okay.
So she's obviously Puerto Rican or was Puerto Rican. But they have like weird stuff too, like they have like a pig's head in the case and stuff like that. But I'm like, you know what? Who are you to say you're gonna eat like, bacon, but then say you won't eat another part of a pig?
Right. So eventually they got it worked out where they got back, like they quit moving around. They came out and sat down.
Yeah.
they're eating. Jason's got big old taco, and he's got big old chili on there, and
Oh yeah, a huge old jalapeno, and then he eats it, and he's like, "That's really spicy."
he's like, I didn't expect it.
I didn't expect that. It looked good though.
Yeah. Kathy, very nice lady. First time I
Of
met her.
course, from Rhode Island, so
Yes.
from my side of the country.
She has 3 kids, 3 daughters. Jason's got 2 kids. Nobody was there. Everybody's kind of off doing their own thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
they said that like at least 2 of them were like at their grandmother's.
Yeah, 2 at the grandmother's, and 1 was at Kathy's house. And then the other 2 were working.
It's summer. I mean, kids want to be doing their kid thing and everything.
Oh, and they're all like post high school too.
Right.
So good for them.
Which is crazy to me because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, they look so young.
Yeah.
Like to have like kids of I guess I could have a kid of high school age.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, I could. Yes, I could. Like what?
You just had a birthday?
Yes.
High school age, but like a Liam?
Dude, so if I had a kid at 20,
Okay.
it'd be like almost Liam's age.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. 20 is reason. That's fair.
And if you went down to 18 or younger, I mean, my mom had her kids when she was 16.
16, and then you guys were later.
Correct. So the 2 oldest were both when she was 16, and then Kelly and I were when she was 30.
Okay.
And then Lisa's in the middle.
That's crazy. That's interesting.
Yeah, she's got a really colorful life, but she'll never talk about it. I see that glint.
We never get that podcast episode?
No. She would never. But she will like drop some bombs on you sometimes of like information about her past, and you'll be like, "Mom, you've never mentioned that in your entire life." She's like, didn't need to. Didn't think about it.
Yeah. Hey, Sophia. Thank you.
Thanks, bud.
You about to go to bed?
Love you.
Good night.
Good night.
What do you think of Jason? What do you think of the Filipino side?
He definitely reminds me of you. You guys out there scheming, dreaming.
Like, he's older. I don't know how much older, but he's older.
Yeah.
And he holds himself pretty good. Like I'm an adult. I do adult things.
Well, he's an adult. He's
Right?
successful.
But then you get him in that moment when you start talking stories and stuff, and you're like, oh, there it is. So on Saturday, one of the Mind Pockets. What are you gonna do?
Night, Daddy.
Right. You go get Auntie?
Good night.
Nice, go ahead. What'd you read?
You read the writing man?
Oh, what happened in the end?
The woodcutter getting the wall.
Ooh.
Away for Red Riding Hood. Good night.
Good night.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Debbie.
Oh, so Mind Pockets yesterday. I think it was like one of the first ones was like, let's play a game where like I give you the title of next week's episode, and then you as co-host have to help gear the conversation to make that title relevant.
Okay.
So I was thinking about it, but then so today I was like, already, like we were talking, and at one point I'm like, I already know the title of today's episode. I don't know how we're gonna get there, but we're gonna get there, and I'm gonna see if you and I come to a very similar. Because we talked a bunch.
Yes, we did.
We talked in the pool. We talked inside. We talked on the under the backyard table. But just throwing that out there real quick because I don't know if it's going to work, but I think it would be hilarious. Because what were you guys talking about in the pool?
Oh,
You were getting to know Kathy a lot more, right?
yeah, I was gonna say a lot of things though. We were talking about like buying houses, and we were talking about TikTok influencers and like health advice, because the health advice is always like like in a cycle. It's like, oh, don't eat blueberries because they're actually poison for your body, and then like they go, okay, actually blueberries are the best superfood that you've ever had. You should have more turmeric. Actually, turmeric is not good for you. You should have a multivitamin. Oh, actually, it's a big waste of money. You should do this instead. And really, we were coming to consensus that if you just eat like a balanced diet and do the normal common sense stuff that you've known since you were like a kid, you're probably on the right route.
Recent article basically saying that gluten does, like the whole gluten allergy doesn't exist.
Really? I don't believe that, because I know some people who are really, really like sensitive to gluten.
But like, I didn't read the article. But part of it was just like, why all of a sudden?
But I do believe that it's like overstated because so many people heard about gluten intolerance.
Yeah.
And then they assumed that like because they had a tummy ache once, it was them.
Right.
I do think there's like definitely people who do have gluten intolerance, but I think a lot of times people see something on TikTok, TV, whatever it is, and they start assigning it to themselves.
Right. Like, oh, I have an irregular bowel movement. It's like, it must be gluten. Like, I don't know. It could be like any number of other things that you're eating or drinking.
The whole point of the exercise is, if you do think there's something wrong with you, maybe seek the help of a medical professional who knows what, because they could be like, oh yeah, this could be gluten intolerance, or you ate a huge burrito from Chipotle and you're fine. It's gonna be okay.
Or you're drinking like 2 pots of coffee a day, like, and smoking.
And maybe cut down to 1 pot of coffee a day, and you should be fine.
I came up with the example because years ago, like pre-internet, it always seemed like on the news, it was this week, egg whites are good for you, no yolk. And then the next time, like, yolk is okay.
Yolk is actually okay. There's the good fats in there. Just make sure you do it in, moderation.
But for years, that was like the go-to. Because like, I vaguely remember people having conversations like, what? Because like people were like, white only eggs.
Right.
And I was like, what is that? And they're like, oh yeah, yolks will kill you.
Yeah, yolks are the real thing. Well, and then like you'll see people go, oh, you know what? You can't have that. That's fruit. There's too much sugar in it. And I'm like, I think that if you're the kind of person who enjoys fruit as your like sweet input for your day, you're probably not eating a lot of other sugar sources, and you probably have a healthy, balanced diet.
Right.
Like if you go, ooh, I'd really love something sweet. Let me get some peaches. You're probably good. You're fine. You're fine. The sugar and fruit is not going to hurt you.
Like, it makes me wonder, like, would you be okay if I said Snickers? So yeah, she's kind of, what would she say? She's not a very bougie person, but she says she hates our town water.
Oh yes, absolutely. So there's this thing about,
you guys got deep into the water.
The water lore is crazy. First of all, the water lore is not crazy. The water here is insane. I cannot see anyone who just like runs over to the tap and then starts drinking the water out of there. You guys must be absolutely, it tastes like literal dirt. Like it tastes like rocks, like just like it's been sifted through desert rocks.
Like, I remember putting my head under the sink and just drinking from it.
I honestly believed when we first moved here that, because we came from New Jersey, and they have well water there, so it's pretty good, but it's like very mineral. It's also very minerally. Yeah. It's got minerals in it. It's very hard water there, but it tastes amazing. But
it's good mineral. It's like the whites of minerals, not the yolks of minerals over here.
I truly believe that when we got here, I felt sick from drinking the water. And then I started drinking, because we never drank bottled water in New Jersey. We never did that. And then we moved here, we started drinking bottled water. and I felt better. So I feel like the water is definitely part of it.
Like, you make it sound like we have, like, because, like, Rhiannon, she's like, don't ever drink the water in Mexico.
Well, that's true too.
Right.
But that's because like parasites and stuff.
But you guys make it sound like, oh,
It's okay.
we're one step ahead.
Listen, you're barely I'll say a half step ahead. It's terrible. And like Kathy and I were talking about this. Like when you shower, it feels like your skin gets like scaly.
Yeah.
And like you get like ashy. But here's the thing. I was just in New Jersey and I was just in Florida. And guess what I didn't have on my skin the whole time?
Ashiness.
My skin was beautiful. It was glistening. It was even though it was like in the hot sun and getting baked and cancerified, it still looked better than it does. Look at this. Look at that right now. Right now. That's what that is.
All that sandpaperiness. And, oh, she was fun. She moved in, and then like just talking about like what he's good at, like fixing things and what he needs to fix, and how she kind of like, I want to really get in there and start, domesticate him a little bit more.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful home and everything, but you all always have to know, like, come on, Ben.
Yeah.
Come on. Would a woman's touch be nice for your house?
100%.
Would it be nice?
100%.
Would your floors be like nice and glistening, and your walls would be, because you haven't repainted your walls probably in like 20 years.
It was probably like year 3 or 4. No, wait. Well, when Liam. So 15 years. It's been 15 years.
That's what I'm saying. But like, if you had a female with you, she would be like, "Listen, we need to paint. It could be the same color. I don't care.
Right?
We got to paint it. It's been almost 2 decades. We gotta do this. We gotta put a roller to the wall." And the thing is, like, guys have this very like logical mind of like, this is all I need, and we're like, with this, but women think this is what you could have though.
Like, you don't have to live in a box.
If you throw a little extra effort in there, you could have this.
Yeah, I guess. It's like, we just want one spot to look at one spot on the TV, and we're like...
No, too many men apartments are just like a chair and a TV, or a couch and a TV.
Like, he's got nothing. He's got some family photos on some tables, but the walls are all bare.
Yeah,
no TV.
bare white walls.
And I'm like, yep, I know who's been living here. Next time we go back, hopefully it's like some kind of florals of some kind, a couple of more pictures, maybe a landscape or a sunset picture.
And it's a gorgeous house. It's like so well built.
Yes.
And like, especially like the outside is like I said, it's like an oasis. It's he did so well there with like a place where you can really entertain and relax.
Yes.
And the inside looks great too. Everything's nice, everything's neat, everything's beautiful. But we're saying just like some little touches. And it's like how people like to spend their time. Because I always used to worry about Kelly because she's like obsessing over like a new bookshelf that we can get to keep more stuff that we have. Like, because we have some stuff like just shoved away. And she's like, we can get bookshelves, or we can get like a...
Or your mom gives you like 3 more boxes and be like, I'm done with it. You take it. And we're like, well, and then she's like, yeah, we need to do something with them. Like, I'm fine with them being in boxes for a while.
Right. And like, she'll be like, oh, well, I want to get something for Sophie's shoes so she can put them by the door. And I'm like, whatever. We can just kind of do this or that. And I just don't want her to sit there and obsess over it. But it's like kind of just her thing. It's like what she likes to do with her time. And I always thought like if by like resisting it, I was going to save her from like help, like, work that she was about to do. But it's just what she likes to do.
And somehow she's trying to convince us that putting certain things together would be super easy and it would just fold right up. And I'm like, nah, I'm with you. I try to put that desk together for whatever reason. I put it together backwards twice.
Yep.
Good thing, like, I'm smart enough to be like, this is not the way it's supposed to go. I'm like, in theory, if I just move this piece over and just rotate these things, I should be back to normal. Good, but I shouldn't have to do that. The instructions were not clear.
See, for me, it's that I have never been able to read an instruction in my life. No, Kelly will see this all the time in cooking. I'll be like on step 5 of a recipe, 5 of 6. There's only 6 total steps. And I'm like, I just don't get it. Where'd the garlic come in on this? And it was like on step 2, it was like, cut the garlic and fry it in oil to make garlic chips. I'm like, garlic chips? And I'm like about to put this thing in the oven and I'm like cutting garlic really quickly and like trying to fry it up real quick so everything else doesn't get cold. And every time it's like something I forgot.
Which is ironic because you love the garlic.
Yeah, and well, I'm like, I'm just like such a like serial skimmer. So when I try to put something together, I'm like, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I get the idea. And it's like narrator, she did not get the idea. She did not get that idea at all.
Why?
But Kelly's very good at it.
Yes. Yeah. Like,
And then I'll hold things for her. Like she'll be like, "Can you hold on to this half?" And I go, "Yes, that's something I can do."
like that's all I can do.
Yeah.
Don't ask me for the B board or the T. What size screw? I will just. Here you go.
Yeah, a lot of times she'll ask for my opinion on what the instructions mean, and I'll go, you know what? I trust you, baby.
Yeah.
I trust you, because it's already giving me anxiety thinking about looking at the instructions.
Right?
Not gonna do it.
Well, all the else is put together. It took me a minute, but I got it.
Well, I was say nothing that's in our house currently has fallen over or like apart yet.
Right.
So she's got to get the idea on it so far.
Good for her.
Good for her. Couldn't be me.
All right. So after we talked in the pool, boom, we head back on under the back patio. We're sitting under the misters. So far, everything's like a normal conversation. Like, who were you from? I hate the water here too. But then you get me and him talking.
Yeah. And, by the way, this is. I know where you're going with this, and I had just gone to go change, like into dry clothes. So I'm coming out while this part of the conversation is, and I'm coming to like the chair next to you. And then what are you guys talking about?
Oh, I don't know. We were all over the place. We're talking about my gambling problem, and then we're talking about his real estate problem, and then we got like way deep into my favorite like because we talked about how genetically we all have some kind of addictive personality.
Right.
So mine was gambling for a minute, and then because I started talking about the podcast, I'm like, I had the podcast, and I'm like, it seems like a lot, but it keeps me out of trouble, and it's better than me doing any number of other things.
Right. It's a good output versus doing anything that's crazy.
And what was nice is they both very interested in like what we do with the podcast, what it's about, some of the financial aspects of it, like how much money can you make off of it. We're like, none of it.
Like none of it until you become actually successful.
But then like, hey, it makes sense. They're like, I get it. And then like they seemed interested in it. It was fun. And then I'm like, next, and because they were like, and that's my favorite part. It's like kind of like what we did at the panel. It's like you talk about it, and then people are like, I'm interested, and they start asking questions. I'm like, that's it.
Right.
And I'm like, next time we come over, I said, the beauty of it is all we record is the conversation we're having right now. That's all we record.
Yeah, it's so much easier than you think. You think it's going to be like, oh no, I'm like, like akin to like a job interview or something where you have to prepare and you have to be nervous about. Literally, it's just a conversation. Right. And it's the same conversation we've had about stuff like earlier in the day as we'll talk about it on the podcast.
Right. And it was funny because I told him, like, we're going to leave here in a little bit. I said, we're because it was like nap time. I said, absolutely. So we're all gonna go take naps and we're gonna podcast about our day. And he's like, and like they were both kind of like really excited. Like, you guys are gonna talk about today? And I'm like, why not?
Yeah, literally.
Like, I'm like we're reconnecting. You're meeting new people.
Well, and then like a whole branch of the podcast and the Family Tree podcast is reuniting with like part of the family and understanding not only where you came from or like what similarities you guys have, but also talking about like different memories you have about your family, because like you were talking about like that side of the family and your uncle, his dad, I guess, but like sleepovers you guys had as kids. It's just so weird thinking that you can be close to somebody as a kid, and then when you grow up, you just kind of like grow apart.
Well, because I think someone asked and was like, when's the last time you saw him? I'm like, it's been years. And we were talking about it. I'm like,
You said a funeral, right?
yeah, we came back from a funeral. He dropped me off because we made the joke. He's like, I've never been to your house. I said, he's like, I've been on the outside. I said, that's all you're ever going to see.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's like maybe twice. Like you might have picked me up for one and then dropped me off for another. I'm like, but that's the way, and then he's working. So like, we've been playing phone tag for a little while. But it's just like this idea of like the only time we ever talk is when someone passes away. So I'm like, thanks for inviting us over, and like
That's the only thing that's gonna like hit the pause button for everybody though, because like obviously when we went to New Jersey, we were there for a funeral, but that was the first time that I'd seen my second oldest sister Jackie and her family probably in 4 or 5 years. So. But why is that? Have we never ever been on a trip in 4 or 5 years?
Right.
All of us have been on trips in
Yes.
4 or 5 years, but it just seems so hard to fit everything in, especially when you live really far away, because the rest of your like little clan of your family like lives in different states,
Right.
and my family obviously lives mostly on the East Coast. It's hard to make that drive or that trip until something stops you and you go, oh my God, well, we got to get together now.
There's always that like little part of you you're like, oh, we'll make that trip eventually. But then it's like eventually is 5, 7, 10 years.
Because like we kept saying like Sophie really loves
Yeah.
her cousin Max. And she was like, well, when are we going to see him again? And we're like, oh, we'll see him again soon. And she goes, but when? And we go, I don't know, in a year?
Like you guys are pretty good every other year. You like to head out somewhere on that coast. But still, like, at the same time, it's just like, who knows? Like, the idea that, like, at best, you're 2 years out.
Yeah, that's crazy. And there'll be 2 different kids then. Because right now they're still in, like, both little kid status. But, I mean, soon Max is going to be, like, 9 or 10. Because he's 7 right now.
She'll be 7 the next time she heads up there.
Yeah.
Like, 2 full grades out.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Like, but a whole different... The Sophie that Jackie saw was a completely different Sophie. Like, I remember Sophie was like
baby.
Baby. She was a baby. She was a year and a half,
Yeah.
I think she was like 18 months. She was like still not the best walker.
Yeah.
And then now look at her.
Right?
She definitely didn't talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she could talk, but she wouldn't talk to anybody.
Right.
And it was mostly like cute little babble talk stuff.
Like, wasn't...
Not like a baby,
Right.
but like, you know, like it's stunted and like little few and far between, not full sentences.
Like, when she talks now, you know that she's going somewhere with it. Like,
Right.
sometimes she'll look at she's like, she'll think about it for a second, and then she'll talk. Whereas, like, back then, she's just like,
No, now she's scary. Now she's like
she's
Ter-
so funny.
terrifying in how precise she is with everything. Like that Demon Hunter, K-pop Demon Hunter show that she saw. Cause later she'll sing to the show. She sings to this
The whole last 8 minutes of the movie.
yeah.
She loves it.
She loves it.
That's so much fun. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice to be able to hang out with Jason for a little bit. We made a joke. I said, the next time any of the family come, because we talked about it, for whatever reason, our family just loves to drive. Like, they'll just drive forever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, his dad could easily drive down at some point. And I'm like, if your sisters come down or whatever, I'm like, we'll ambush him. And he was like all about it. He's like, oh, we'll definitely get him. So I'm like, all right, there we go.
Gotta corner him.
Yeah. So we'll see. Well, I definitely think next time we go, I'll bring a recorder of some kind. Because they seem like interested and willing to, like, I'll hang out. Like,
Yeah, they definitely seem like they have super cool stories.
well, and they do, because like Jason, when we were talking about like our addictions, he's like, I love real estate. He's like, I got property up north in Chicago, over here, and over here, and then he's just like, and then like,
And this is what I came in, by the way.
this is my favorite part. So he does this thing where, and I used to do this when I was working at shipping and receiving. is part of my hustle. It's like you do like this pause and this look around a little bit. But he's just like, you know what? And he kind of looks around and he's like, leans forward. He's like, I almost owned an island. Kathy was just like, oh my God, thank God he did it. And I'm like, why didn't you?
And then I sat down and I was like, "Oh, an island?" And she
No
she
running
looks
water?
at me. She looks at me and she goes, "There's no running water." I'm like, "How much would it cost to get running water?"
And me and him are like, who doesn't matter?
Who
It's an island.
cares? Who cares? We'll brush our teeth in the ocean water. We don't care. I'm like, oh my God, this is why you need somebody to be your rock, dude.
Like he was like he's convinced like he's still like he's talking about it like he's like the biggest regret of his life. He's like, I wish I bought this stupid island.
I needed to buy this island.
And I was like, you should do it again.
He's like, it would only be $500K to repair the water. I'm like, yeah, best case scenario.
Oh man. But like we've been talking for a little bit in a couple of different places about a couple of different things, but for whatever reason, this island, man, he just like he perked up. There's
Yeah.
a little sparkle in his eye.
It was the island was the one that got away.
Oh shit, that's what you would have named it. Okay, what's the name of your island? Oh man. And you two were like, you can't do it. And I'm like,
But we're literally, it's like you can't just buy an island that doesn't have any water, and then
you
also,
absolutely could.
yes, I could also go jump off a cliff, but should I?
Oh man. Oh. And then I was because we have the gambling bug. And he's good about maintaining control. But the rest of us aren't. And I'm like telling him about some of my old like roulette stories, and I'm like, I'm just flushing my what was it? There was a one night me and Ian were playing blackjack. We were down a bunch. I pull a bunch of money out. I get back to even plus a little bit, and then somehow I'm like, yeah, sit down. And we lose it all back again. And then they're like, oh, that's crazy. And I said, we had $300 and we bought $300 worth of scratchers. And they're like, oh my God, it kept going.
Oh my God.
I'm like, yes, it did.
Literally the worst plan. It's like you were like, oh, we have terrible odds. Why don't we make them even more terrible?
And it's like, let's get scratchers. And they're so funny because like Jason gets it. He's like, oh yeah, you're like the whole bunch of you guys are like, I'm like, don't get on me, man. I'm like, you know how it is, real estate island man.
Oh yeah, but at least he's buying something that he can invest and it makes sense.
But we all agree that real estate is the best investment you can make.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like, no, man. All on red.
No, just wait for a ball to fall in a random spot and then
It's all
F
about
you
the quick
over
picks.
forever. No, but they both seem so like wildly successful and so like I don't know how to explain it without being like a weirdo. They just seem so in love.
Mhm.
They're so sweet together, and the way
They complement each other very well.
the way that they look at each other when the other talks
Mhm.
is so adorable.
Yeah.
It's
And like she gets up and gets into something, and then he does something, and like they're like it was not like one-sided at all.
right.
It was like she's like, and it was like it wasn't like, hey, go get me another drink. She was like offering, and then he's left, and he goes offers, and it's a beautiful relationship.
Yeah, it's like watching like success as like a couple and thinking about their beautiful like family together, and just I don't know, they just seem like they got it all.
Yeah. It was fun. He said you'd have us back soon. Sophie absolutely loved it. Like that pool
Oh, of course.
that pool was amazing. It was perfect temperature. And there's a little waterfall.
Oh yeah, she loved the waterfall and playing basketball hoop and
Lim, was out there interacting, having fun. Me and him were playing basketball, horsing around.
wrestling.
It was I was not gonna say it was like surprisingly a good day. Like I knew I was gonna have fun, but it was just everything worked out like very nice, and like everything was perfect.
Yeah.
Like the water, like it was funny because like they made the comment like, hey, last time we were in the pool it was like lukewarm. And I'm like, no, man, like somehow everything made today perfect.
Yeah, it was nice and cool. It was like a good atmosphere. It was good fun.
It was
good company.
everybody everybody was where they needed and wanted to be. Like no one felt like out of place or anything or quiet, and it was just like a really good day.
The only thing I needed to see more of was more Ben as a kid stories.
Well, what's it?
And I feel like I shouldn't know about this root beer in a fish tank story. Like, we should not put that on the podcast, but...
No, I think Megan talked about it. Like, because what's interesting is, because we hinted at it with Kathy for a minute, but we're only up, because like we talked about, Grandma and Grandpa would drive down in the van and we'd drive back up. And there for like 2 years, there was, like, they're not big on stopping. So if you had to use the bathroom, boom, you got one of those like camper buckets where they're like, if you gotta go, you gotta go in the bucket.
Ew.
And it was just, and Kathy was like, absolutely not.
Yeah, like a really normal person would say.
But it was one of those where, like, we only went down there for the 2 months in the summer for like 5 to 7 years. So, but because of the age difference, we knew of Jason, but like we never like hung out with Jason that much. So,
right,
like, he watched
like your older cousin.
Yeah, it was weird. It's like it was like him, Abraham, and his sisters were all over there, and it was me, Rand, and Megan, and we were kind of like on this side of the age appropriate. Plus, because we were out of town, maybe they're a little extra like, don't break them before we send them back. It got better as towards like the last couple of years. Like, I'd go to where Grandpa and Randall would be allowed to go stay the night at Megan's and somewhere else. But yeah, there's not a lot. Like, I would be curious when we do the family tree stuff, is like what he remembers of us as these kids just showing up for the summer. And, like what were we like?
Yeah, what was the lens of his understanding of you? Because there's so many kids that I knew when I was, it's like, for instance, I was still a kid when my oldest nephew was born.
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird thinking of this like little, like, he was such a wild kid. He was like so much energy, mischievous to a fault, and which is crazy because now he's so chill and sweet and like the nicest kid ever. But yeah, it's weird thinking of like the little kid who I helped watch or babysit for my sister, and then seeing him and just be able to talk to him, and he's a real person. Like, not that kids aren't real people, but like, he's like an adult.
Yeah.
And he has like a mind and opinions, and he's like fully fledged now.
Like, you're a full rounded person now. Like, you have more than the 3 topics in your pocket.
You have 21 years experience now.
Right? Like, you're allowed to drink.
Yeah. You're allowed to drink. You're allowed to make your own mistakes. Right. You're allowed to, rent an apartment, have your own life.
Right. Yeah.
We did talk about that a little bit, where we said that, it's harder for kids these days to get their own apartments and stuff like that. And, I work with a lot of kids who are like anywhere from like 19 to 25. So I see them struggle with getting apartments and finding somewhere to live, and paying like these exorbitant prices for even like a studio is crazy now.
It's bonkers.
And I think back to like the old apartments, like back in Kelly and I, back when Kelly and I got out of college, and we were like, Kelly's first studio, I think, was like the utilities and trash and everything included in the rent. And for that price now, you can get nothing.
Yeah. Oh, no, for sure.
You could never get anything.
Like, there was no comma in her total.
That's correct.
Now.
But that's with it. We live in the desert. That's with like, your AC and everything, like paying for power. That's with that included.
It's crazy right now. Yeah, they seem to have kids off doing their own thing, so some success. Like, there was, I mean, to be fair, I don't think they, if there was a messed up kid, I don't think they'd be like,
by the way,
these kids,
one kid. Let me tell you a little more about this.
I got 2 daughters. They're doing all good. We got one that,
One's in the pen.
one's out making bad decisions. So in theory, he said that you try to have, either his kids or like we might invite 1 or 2 more people over. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a really nice day.
We were there for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Perfect. It was like everything about the day was perfect. Some good laughs, food.
I pet so much dog. So much dog was pet. No, I'm like the worst person at everybody's house because I'm like, I will just attach myself to your animals.
You keep talking. I'm gonna get the dog.
But the weird thing is like there's that stereotype, right, of person at a party who pets a dog because they like don't want to talk to anybody and they're shy. That's not me. I am not shy, but I will kidnap your dog,
Right.
and then talk to you while
Like it's like your comfort blanket and be like, I could do whatever I could. I am Superman right now.
I'm just so always so happy whenever I see an animal. It just makes me so happy.
That was a good day. Yeah, we got back, and then we got back here. William hung out for 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, passed out.
Yep.
And I'm like, hey, when's your mom getting here? Oh, soon. She's like, oh, never mind, she's already here.
Just kidding. She's outside.
I was like, oh man. Sophie had a good, like, she's all over the place. And like this girl, absolutely love her. She walked around that whole place like it was hers.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I think I blame it on the fact that we've been visiting a lot of places lately, like my sister's houses and stuff. So she just gets overly familiar being at somebody's house now.
She's like, hey, I'm gonna, it's like, she was touching the windows because he's got the big outside windows, and she's just, I'm like the idea that it's like tomorrow he's gonna be like, oh my god, there's so many fingerprints everywhere.
Reuse a bottle of Windex. No, I do love the fact that she's so self-assured all the time because she'll be like, I think I'll go inside and I'll eat a snack while I watch my iPad, and I'm like, sounds like a plan, but let's go in and check it out.
Right.
She's like, do you think I can sit in their living room? And I was like, no, let's sit up here because you're all wet. And she's like, okay, well, I'm going to do this. And I'm like, well, see you later then. I guess you'll just hang out inside.
And then she'll just jump down and come out. And she's so funny. She comes out and checks on her for a second, then just leaves again.
And she's really good at, like, the sliding glass door. Mm-hmm. She always closes it right behind her. If you tell her, you've noticed this, obviously, about Kelly. She's a very big rule follower. Yeah. Sophie's, like, going the same way.
Yes.
If you tell her any rule, that is now the law. Yes. It's not just like, oh, you should make sure you do this. It's, you said this.
Right. Shut the screen door.
Oh, like, I remember the other day, we were out of, like, paper towels, and I wiped my hands. Yeah. She said, Auntie, we can't wipe our hands on our clothes.
Right. Because that's all she does.
And I was like, yeah, no, I was telling you that so you just wouldn't do that every time. Right. When sometimes it's okay.
She's like, no.
She's like, no, you shouldn't do it. And I'm like, I get where you're coming from, kid, but...
And you're like, no matter what you say, she's like, no. The rule that I have adopted was no. You can't be changing rules halfway through.
Yeah, you can't.
So if you start school this week?
Yep.
Lance started school last week. He was kind of like whatever about it. I think he's still obviously exhausted from, because he literally came back Saturday night and then school on Monday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man. And then he's going back and doing wrestling camp again. The school season starts in like 2 months. But he's already planning on next year's trip. He's going to go Colorado again. And then before nationals, he's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go do some things over in Ohio or Iowa." I'm like, "What the fuck is out there?" He's like, "Oh, I got a friend out there we're just gonna train out there." I'm like,
"Friend out there is crazy."
I'm like, "Is it a club or anything?" He's like, "No." So he's like he's gonna Rocky it. He's like, "Yeah, he's gonna go. We're gonna go train. We're
gonna be in a stream."
I'm like, "All right." They need. he's already looking at Christmas. He tried to type. He's like, maybe I'll ask my mom for some money. I said, you should probably just give it a couple of weeks since we literally just got back from.
Fargo.
I'm like, your mom went out there. Um, you went out there. Said school just started. I'm like, don't ask for any money for a week or so, man. I'm like, give it a second. Let those wounds heal.
Yeah, maybe chill a little bit. Just be grateful that you were able to
Yeah.
do that and not need something else.
Yeah, and then I said it. He's like, oh, as soon as I started explaining, he's like, no, he's like, you're right, got it. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, and Sophie's first day of school.
Thursday. That's gonna be fun. Are you gonna go?
No, I'm gonna be at work.
Okay.
I'm sure Kelly's gonna be beside herself, bawling.
Now, like, and it's the same school that you guys went to.
Correct.
That's fun. That's kind
Yeah.
of cool. I made the joke. I'm like the idea of a Mr. Feeney doesn't exist anymore. I thought it'd been cool. Like when you guys were there, it was like Miss Joanne, Debbie's like first year, and then now she's still there. But no,
Right.
they're all
No.
gone.
No, it's all cycled through. And then like we didn't go there as little kids. So we never even been on that side of the school yet. So
Yeah, except for God, schools are like, hey, if you're under 4 foot, you're basically over here, and all you bigger kids over there.
well, yeah, there's like a little kid playground and a bigger kid playground.
K1, and then the 2 plus over there. Grades. Yeah. I'm excited for next week to record with her. Be like, hey, what was school like? She's a lot of stuff, and she'll know half of the names that she's gonna meet so many people.
Yeah, she's used to it though at daycare and stuff. She sees a
They're all
lot of new
new.
kids.
So she's just gonna be like, it's gonna be, oh man, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be
I think it's gonna be the biggest part for her is dealing with like structure and like you can't talk whenever you want and
oh man, if she's my kid, man, she's just. That's why I got in trouble for the most. Like, Ben, will you just stop? No.
Kelly and I were two silent little kids who never
man.
said anything.
Nah, talking all day. Class clown. Not saying she's gonna be a class clown, but I'm like, I didn't know. I couldn't read a room.
No, we were literally the teachers' pets, helping the teachers stack the chairs at the end of the day and stuff.
It's gonna be a good time. Next week's gonna be a fun week. William here, Sophie here. Oh, maybe we get Kelly on. Be like, hey man, did you cry?
I doubt it, but not that I doubt she'll cry. I doubt she'll come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna cry.
Oh, of course.
Uh,
I would too if I was there.
yeah.
My little baby. She's actually going to real school now.
It's like, yeah. And it's wild because like 5 years went quick.
Yep. Feels like yesterday.
Like real quick.
And the weird thing is everybody memes it and they say, oh, it feels like yesterday you were holding him as a baby. And I'm like,
No,
it does feel like
yesterday. It was yesterday.
It literally was yesterday.
Oh,
It's like yesterday I was like listening to your heartbeat on the ultrasound. Like, there's a baby in there.
That's wild. Okay. What should the name of this episode be?
I know what you want it to be.
Okay, hold on. I'm typing it in right now. Let's.
It's gonna be something like, should cousin Jason buy an island or something like that.
Cousin owns an island. I'm gonna send it to him. That's my favorite thing in the world.
Oh my god.
Because that was the second half of the argument was, even if it doesn't have running water, we all know real estate people, And everybody was like, we have mansions and penthouses and apartments. He's like, yeah, have all your apartments. And I'm like, I know nobody that says I own an island.
Oh,
He's
God.
like, I agree. And I'm like, you should get one.
If you're listening to this, listen to your wife, dude. Don't be buying an island.
Oh, buy an island. Whimsy.
Oh,
He knew what it was going to be. He knew it the second when I set it up, too. Oh, my God.
God.